Hello guys, welcome back. This is Lemon Gaming as always, and today this is for the PC players, so it is. So, more or less what I'm doing is giving you a little bit more food for thought whenever it comes to making your mix sets. So most people's mix sets will consist of exactly what I have on me right now. Basically, if we jump into our equipment info, the Legiana Soul Fletcher, I will be doing, this is a nice bow, but I will be doing sort of one for each element. The Legiana Snow Fletcher is just a placeholder. Plus, on top of that, there, the Legiana Snow Fletcher, if you're not aware of, is actually stronger than the Aura bow. So it is. So, we'll go through our gear here super quick. We've got the Rathalos Helm Beta, which gives you 2 attack boost. We've got the Rathalos Mail Beta, which gives you 2 weakness exploit. We've got the Kaiser Van Braces Beta, which gives you 1 weakness exploit. We've got the Nergigante Coil Beta, which gives you 2 attack boost. And then we've got the Diablos Nero Greaves, which gives you your normal shots bonus. And then you got the Fitness Charm overall. That will be what you're most commonly running in the end game until you get more armor sets down the line. So if we are to go through the skills that this specific setup gives us, it's quite impressive, I must say. So you get your 4 attack boost, which is the pinpoint perfect for your attack boost. Then you get 3 weakness exploit, 3 constitution, and 1 normal shots. And then on top of that there, you get your critical element from the Rathalos bonus, which is pretty damn good, right? So if we were to go and decorate our gear, you'll get something in along the lines of, so we'll go through here real quick and do a bit of modding or gearing ourselves. So with Rathalos having a 1 slot and us having an ice bow, we're going to slot in a frost jewel. Rathalos Mail being the exact same, another frost jewel. Now the Kaiser Van Braces, because it is a 3, it has the level 3 slot. What you're going to want from here is, if you get it, now bearing in mind this is only if you get your hands on it. Now I have a list of decorations a mile long, so I do. So what I'd say is you'll put your spread shot jewel in there, so you will. That's where your spread shot jewel will go, unless you've got another. You can fill it in with whatever you want, because the weakness exploit you get off the Kaiser Van Braces is already good enough as it is. And then you've got the Nergigante Coil, which if you're also looking, if you get it and you want it, you can also slot in your Mighty Bow Jewel 2 as well, which gives you an extra charge on, basically it gives you 4 shots instead of 3 shots. 4 charges instead of 3 charges, if I'm correct. Yes, I am correct. And then you've got your Diablo Nero Greaves, which you'll... Realistically, this is just your spell for choice at this point. It could be anything. It could be anything from your Mind's Eye, which is what I'll personally go for. You've got Mind's Eye. You've got a critical boost. If you want to remove the Kaiser Van Braces and put in something else, you could add in your Tenderizer Jewel. This is basically personal preference at this point. Personally, I would go for, say, more stamina, constitution, or stamina surge. So I would, but this is, I'm keeping this as what yous will 90% of the time be running. So that there's more or less what your end gear will consist of. And let's take a quick recap after we've added everything. And so basically what we'll have after we've added our jewels is we'll have 4 attack boost, 3 weakness exploit, 3 constitution, 2 ice attack, 1 normal shots, 1 spread and power shots, 1 bow charge plus, 1 mind's eye, and on top of all that there we get our Rathalos critical element. Okay, I'm going to sum this up very quickly, and just keep in mind this is my opinion.
And you? Shoes, shirt, trousers. Functional.
Okay guys, post commentary me here. You can't hate me for it. It's true. The build's functional. It works. I can't really argue with you. That's probably why it's classed as a meta build, because it's most effective tactics possible. No, most effective tactics available. Sorry, got my wording mixed up there. But no, that's just it. It's functional. There's nothing really all too impressive about it. You can't get away with any shenanigans with it. Well, I suppose if you want to do speed runs, it's the most effective. But then again, that takes practice, skill, and a lot of trial and error with what you need to do. But I'm no speedrunner, but I find this build to be very functional. It works. Don't get me wrong, it works. It'll get your you will be able to kill, but in my opinion, for people that are coming into the game and are new to the game, I wouldn't say this would be the build you would aim for due to the singular fact that it lacks any effective utility, so to speak. And the reason why I say that there is because you see me taking hits in this one, and whenever you reach your end game, whenever you're hunting arch-tempered monsters, some of them can straight out one-shot you just by looking at you, in all fairness. And a build that is built with no utility in mind and just pure damage, unless you're going to be doing speedruns and juggling and doing it solo at the same time, there's not really much you can pull off. And primarily if you're in a squad, in a team, there's that many different things that can happen that can really mess with your flow as well. So in my opinion, it's functional, yes, if you're solo hunting, and it's functional, yes, if you're hunting in a squad. But at the same time, it still sits to stand that if you're doing endgame hunts and you're up against, say, for example, a basil geese, you're pretty much dead at that point. So you are. Like, all it takes is one rogue bomb, one rogue carpet bomb, and you're dead. And one rogue ultimate Nargigante bomb, you're dead. And in all fairness, I actually found out that I did this hunt in less than 6 minutes, so I was actually rather impressed with that there. No, not speedrun capable, like, but in fairness, I thought it was pretty good considering I'm not a speedrunner. So as expected, that build works pretty damn well, but now I'm going to give you a build so you have some somewhat food for thought. So you do. So if I skip over here, right now, this build is my idea of a good build, but then again, some people tend to be very different, right? So my build is more stamina oriented, as you can see, right? So if I run you through my equipment here super quick, still the Legiana Snow Fletcher, but we still have the dragon. We've got the Dragon King eye patch, so we do, which gives us 2 weakness exploit. We've got the Nergante mail, which gives us 2 stamina surge. We've got the Kushala grip that gives us 2 evade window. We've got the Kushala cocoon, which gives us 2 ice attack, and then we've got the Kushala Cuirass, which gives us evade extender, and then we've also got the fitness charm as well. So at base level, it's pretty damn good because we've got 3 constitution, 2 ice attack, 2 weakness exploit, 2 stamina surge, 2 evade window, 2 evade extender, and the Kushala bonus doesn't really matter to us. So it doesn't. So if we go add in a couple of a couple of decorations, and this is what I would class as better than the critical element side of things. So as I said, what I would do here is I'd add in a 4-shot duel into the Dragon King eye patch. For the Nargigante male, I would add in a Tenderizer duel to cap out our Tenderizer. And then down here, what I'll add in is a little bit of vitality, just a little bit of utility, because the Stamina Surge and the Constitution is our DPS. Right, so for the Kushala grip, what we'll add in here is our spread and power shots. Now, I do understand that a lot of these gems are incredibly rare. I do get that there, but even at that there, at base print, it's the base ones that you're after. But like, even if you don't want the Kushala grip and you just want the evade window, you can switch it out for the Teostra gear, so you can, which gives you a little good bit of leeway. So it does, right? Then in the Kushala cocoon, we're going to add in 2 frost attack duels or frost ice attack duels, and then for the Kushala Cuirass, what we're going to do is we're going to add in our bow duel. So we are our mighty bow duel, or if I can find it here super quick, mighty bow duel, so we can, right? So that there's a little bit less leeway room, but it, in my opinion, does add up to a better build. So it does. This is my opinion, food for thought, remember. So if we go through our skills, we've got 4 ice attack, 3 weakness exploit, 3 constitution, 2 stamina surge, 2 evade window, and extender. And then we've also got 1 level 1 health boost, which it keeps you alive. Normal shots level 1, spin power shots level 1, and bow charge plus level 1. And again, the Kushala doesn't really matter. Okay guys, so immediately you can tell that the builds are completely different. There's a little bit more fun in this one with the help of evade extender and just the evasion tools that it helps. Because with the evade extender and evade window, your dodges are more concise, you cover more ground, you're more secure whenever you do, things like that there. It's more fun to run with. See, having all that stamina, see, especially stamina surge. There's actually a video on my channel actually debating whether or not stamina surge is better than critical element. So it is, but then well, I suppose if you want to do speedrun stuff, it is like you go with the critical element build. But if you're just going for general hunting, like I do, and just making videos, like I do, guys, this build does good, if not better, if I'm going to be honest with you. Like, this is the exact same Teostra hunt, and I think I actually managed to match my previous time, which you seen. So it is, this build has just so much more. It's just more DPS oriented, and that there's just it. Is if you're not a high skill cap player, then this would probably be more of a build for you. Not even a high skill cap player. If you're not a high skill, like if you're only getting into the bow, for example, and if you want a good build to go with that's not going to get you repeatedly one shot, then this build works. It works just as well as any other build. So it is, but I find this build to be more functional than the previous one, because whenever you add in your evade extender and evade window, you're not going to be taking as many hits. If you're not taking as many hits, you're not dying as much. If you're not dying as much, your DPS is higher. That's the way I see it in terms of a solo hunt uh and or squad hunt. If I get English today, it's a little bit late at night for me to be recording anyway. Like, but here I am. But no, this time, like, it's all down to yourself. Plus, evade extender and evade window allows you to make more use out of the close range coatings, unless you're going to be juggling your monster. But like that, there's it, and you're about to see the time that I beat this one in. And if you haven't already told, this hunt lasted substantially less than the previous one, because I think this was a subpar 5-minute one. So I actually did this one faster with a stamina build than I did a critical element build. Okay, guys, it's time for a really quick recap here. So it is. Sorry, just need to clear my throat. So the stamina build actually managed to out damage the crit element build. So it did a faster time. You can even look through the footage there and actually look at it. Stamina build did it in a faster time because obviously it wasn't taking damage, didn't need to heal as much, and basically just more stamina as well. Just overall, just more stamina. So it's a coin flip to figure out whether or not stamina does outmatch critical element. But what I can say is if there is ever a critical element duel that does come out, that would be pretty damn awesome, because then that would mean that it would actually be viable to have both stamina and utility along with crit element. So it will be. So yeah, food for thought, guys. This has been Lemeth Gaming. Hope you've all enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe. And guys, I shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye.